future. Long live the Power Rangers.
Okay, and here is the long-awaited Bull Megazord. Right now it's in Megazord mode, that's why I'm calling it Bull Megazord. Here you can see he's got a really cool gun. And it's actually pretty good quality. If you look in, you can see the paint on his face. And you can see the bull on the other side when we transform him or morph him. See? First, you start with this form, so that's a really easy form to get him in. This is the easiest of the Bull Megazord's forms. Okay, so we're going to make a bit of a Carrier Zord. It doesn't really have a name, so that's what I'm calling it, Carrier Zord. It's going to be so the Samurai Megazord can ride on the back of it. So I'll remove his gun. Use that in a second. Place his arms down and pop the little, I don't know, prongs. Pop those up, remove the arms. And he's going to go down. Now this was hard for me the first time because I didn't really understand what was going on. But if you look at these prongs right here, that's where this connects. And if it's facing forward, then you can attach it. There we go. It took me a couple minutes to figure out how to do it. And then do the same with the other side. So you should have that. All that's left is putting the gun. There's a smaller prong right here. And that connects with that. Pop that in. And then the next thing is you just sit the Samurai Megazord on top. And he rides him. I call that a Carrier Zord. I'm not quite sure what they call it, but that's what I'm calling it, the Carrier Zord. Okay, to create the Gigazord, there's a lot of steps involved in the instructions. So the first thing that you want to start out with are the Octozord, the Tiger Zord, the Beetle Zord, and the Swordfish Zord. And we're going to take them apart and use different pieces of them to create this thing that goes on the back of the Gigazord. So first, take the Octozord, and you're going to separate its 3 parts. And you can just set them down anywhere. Separate its 3 parts. And then next you're going to take the Tiger Zord, remove its tail and its head and all of its legs. So that you have that. You're going to need that. And you're going to take the Beetle Zord and remove his little tendrils. Put those aside. So you have all those pieces. Take the Swordfish Zord. Pull his fin off. Put that aside. Next, set everything aside. The Tiger Zord, this little part of him. And you're going to take the little purple nose on the Octozord and stick it on that little black receptor right here in the front so that it connects. And it's going to be like that. Okay, so take that part with the Octozord and half the Tiger Zord, and you're going to take the Swordfish Zord's tail and attach it to this receptor right here so that you get this. Okay, and you're going to take the Beetle Zord's tendril and you're going to get the one like this. When you flip it over, it's got the small one on top. And just attach it to the top. And we're going to attach this to this with the Octozord and Tiger Zord and everything. And make sure everything points up with the Octozord. And then do the same with the Swordfish Zord. Take that. Take the... and attach it like that. I'm going to attach that as well with everything we got. And then the Tiger Zord's tail actually goes on the tip of the Beetle Zord's nose. So you should end up with that. Next we're going to take the Bull Megazord and we're just going to tweak it a little. We'll take his gun off. We're going to take the little discs on his legs off. Put those aside. We're also going to take his arms off. all that stuff can be set aside for now. First thing is grab his waist and pull up so he extends like that. And then these little flaps on the front of his legs. Those come down. So basically that's that part. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to take the little part we just did, and that goes on his back. And then when you get it like that, there's a little part in the back where the bull is. You can pull his head up. You gotta pull his head up, and then Octo's head fits just right in there. Next part, we're just gonna prep the Samurai Megazord. So basically you're removing everything. Take the helmet off, remove the sword, take off the turtle and ape sword, remove the bear and dragon. You're gonna take the dragon folding Zord. You're gonna take the Megazord helmet, fold this little part down, and we're going to store it inside of the Dragon Zord right here. Clips in and then just close it like that. That's one part that we're going to need. And then next we just need to flip the Turtle Zord's hand over so you can see the our next step is the Claw Zord. So we're going to take this guy apart like we did the others. So first remove his claws. And the little pincers. And the fin at the back. And then you're going to want to go in front and remove this part. That part. Set that down for later. And then we're also removing his legs. Okay, we're going to use this as the helmet again. So open his face. Okay, take the Samurai Megazord's helmet. Attach him. So we get that. And next you're going to need these little parts of the Octozord. And you also attach the Tigerzord's face on the other side of it. And we're going to take the Lion Zord and fold him back. Make sure that this part is sticking out like that, and then you're going to stick the Tigerzord with it facing down like that. Okay, next we're taking the Clawzord's legs and we're going to bend them. So it's like that. Do that on both of them. So you see the medallions. And then we're going to attach them to the Bear Zord and to the Dragon Zord. And then once those are complete, you take this part we set aside earlier and attach it. And then once you have all that together, you're going to take this part that we put together earlier and it just attaches. Okay, back to the Bullzord thing that we had. We're going to take the Clawzord's arms and we're stretch them out as if it were in a, well, I guess lobster mode, and take them out like that. And then we're going to attach them to each side like this. And be careful of the back because it kind of falls. You snap it too hard. Oh, see, there it goes. Okay, now this is where it gets weird. You're going to want to fold the turtle folding Zord like this. And it snaps to the side like that. But since the ape folding Zord can't go into emblem mode like it does in the Japanese version, it's going to look a little weird. So it snaps. This one snaps on the other side like this, and it's supposed to lay flat like that. So that's how that's supposed to look. And then one more thing is you want to take this disc that we took off earlier, and that goes on top It goes right here. Okay, now we're going to combine the two parts and add some embellishments and finish it off. So take this part, as you see here, and it's going to stand on his legs. The Tigerzord's head is going to go between its legs. And it's basically just going to stand on there. Now, if you see these little flaps on the sides, they snap onto the Lion Zord's receptors. And they snap into place. There's one on the other side. There, now it's secure. Then we're going to take these guys and we're going to attach them to the top of the helmet. Like so. We're going to take the Octozord's center, or the legs, like that, and we're going to put it in the middle. That. And then this was from the center of the Bull Megazord. You pull that out so that it's able to slide in, and that goes here. The next step is the arms, and you take the Bull Megazord's arms like this, and you're going to put the Tigerzord's drills on the side. There are little receptors on the side right there, so you just put those on. Like that. And then you're going to snap his arm. And then do the same on the other side. There you go. You got that. And then next you take the Bull Megazord's gun, and then you take the remaining disc and combine them. Snap it on like that. And this is a little complicated, so I'm going to move the camera. If you see, there's a receptor right there. And this is going to go there. So you get that. The final step is the Clawzord spin, and that actually is these receptors right here. Turn the leg right here so that it's facing with the receptor. And then it goes there like that. So here we have the finished product, the Samurai Gigazord. Just all of the Zords combined. Well, except for the Shark Zord. It was really fun building it, actually. There are a lot of steps, as this video is probably really long, so there's a lot of steps building it. I like that it actually includes all of the Zords, except for the Shark Zord, but that doesn't count. And it looks really good. It's not as big as the Japanese version. I've seen the Japanese version, it's huge. But it still looks pretty cool. They condensed it like they did with most of the Zords. The only complaint I have is, again, the Samurai Folding Zords don't go into emblem mode, and that's why this looks so stupid. If it was able to go into emblem mode, it would look nice, and it would look nice like the turtle side. I mean, it's just like, oh, we'll stick the turtle Zord on the side, but it still would look better with the ape Zord with the emblem mode. That's my opinion. Altogether, I would get it. You know, I haven't really had any bad reviews about the Samurai Zords or any of the Samurai Zords that have come out. I haven't had a really bad review for any of them. Just my number one complaint's been the whole time is the emblem mode thing. I really don't like that, but this is your finished product. So I hope this helped you figure it out if you couldn't figure it out from the Bandai instructions. I hope this helped you, and I hope that you continue going to Morphin Legacy and have a good time. See ya.